Welcome back to another video, diving into the Audi project. So I bought a load of parts for it. I already had a lot of parts. So let me go into some of the specs of what we're going to get this Audi to be. The main thing of my Audi, what I want, the body kit itself, you can purchase, and I have purchased, I'll show you shortly. They're always fiberglass, Kevlar or carbon. So these are the parts I was talking about. So what we've bought is technically one side of the body kit. So this is obviously the rear quarter, and this is the front wing. The big thing for me is, when I built the Black V6 Corsa, that was a full fiberglass body kit. And anyone who knows about fiberglass body kits, over the matter of probably 2 years, 12 months of constant use, you start getting tatty. Fiberglass starts fracturing, you know, it starts delaminating. It does never ever ages well. Even just in shipping, the quality is never good. There is chips. It's never brilliant. So my goal is going to be, I'm going to make the full body out of sheet steel. Everything, all the arches, the side skirts, the front bumper, the headlight panels, everything is going to be done out of sheet metal. So we've bought them, so basically I can replicate all this in sheet steel. I can cut this panel, you know, out, fold it, whatever I need to do, and make it all out of steel. And obviously I have to put the wheels in there to see what they look like, because I feel they're going to look absolutely epic with the car. I've also bought the front grille, basically because the headlights are different, to get the shapes, to get the grille pattern, all that type of thing. I've also got the front splitter, well, that's tucked away safe, and that's got a strange curve on, so we're gonna have to learn how to bead roll and English wheel and all that type of thing on the bottom panel. And again, on this front wing, there's not many that curves, it's mainly boxy, but again, we can deal with that. And plus, I didn't buy the side skirt because that panel there has got to join up to this panel here, so it'll just be a folded piece of steel. I've also been invested in a pair of bucket seats, so we've got a set of Kubu Revolutions, wraparound Kevlars to go in the car. So all the parts are coming on thick and fast. But I've never done much panel beating, English wheeling, shrinking and stretching, and that type of thing. That's something I'm going to learn on this journey as I go. I'm going to learn skills. I'm going to go and see people who have the skills, and I'm going to get them for myself to get to the goal of making a complete steel body Audi Quattro Group B rally car. We're going to go and spend our first lesson in panel beating, shrinking, stretching, English wheeling. So we've arrived at DG Retro Customs, Danny's place. So the goal today is, as much as we class ourselves as metalworking guys, and we can fab, we can weld and that type of thing, there's always that little bit of a skill of English wheeling, panel shaping, hammer and dolly, bag work that I've never done. We've come along to see Danny, who does this for a living. As you can see, restores retro cars, to get a bit of hands-on with him, to get some practice, to learn a few skills for when we attack the Audi. As much as I'm reasonably confident I could do the job, as in sections and shape and then tack different pieces together, we're hoping that we can go away and we can do a lot of these panels in one. So I'll swing it round to show you what we've brought, and fingers crossed that's what we're going to learn. So let me show you what I mean. So this is the front splitter off the Audi build. If I was doing this and not learning skills, I would do this technically in a few pieces. So you do this edge first, weld it to this along that seam, and then you do this the same along that seam and that one, and then fold the edge. So you do it in many stages. So we're hoping today to come away and have learned how to do like this area. Let's have a quick nosy round. You can see what kind of stuff he's working on. Full nut and bolt restoration on a Mini, restoration on an RS Turbo there. He's done stuff like he's repaired, you know, this area where it's got a curve on and all that. He's repaired this full area, as you can see, where it's been joined in here and goes around there. So he's formed all this section around the windscreen. So he seems to have the skills. So we're going to get now onto the tools. Fingers crossed, we'll learn what we need to learn. So we're about halfway through the day. Don't be wrong, we've watched Danny work quite a lot, but I feel I work better being able to stand in front of someone, watching how they move stuff, how they work, and how the hands turn, and all that type of thing. So we've had Danny make the mirror image panel to this section, because as I said at the beginning, the Audi Quattro panels are quite straight in a lot of places. This is the most complex. So this was the main thing I wanted to learn. You will have seen the time lapse, which goes into it all, and I'm sure later down the line when we start building the Audi, I'll show you a lot more. But as you can see, Danny could spend another 2 or 3 hours on this and get it absolutely perfect. But that would not help me, because I'm just watching him refine. I've watched learning the skills. That's what I need to see. So as you can see, we've got the nice straight edge, the fold, the lipped edge. Now, this is not going to be the complete piece. So what would happen with this was, we designed it to be cut there and trim down, so you always keep a bit of access. And obviously, as you can see, that goes all the way up and the panel stops there. We've also had a mess with the wheel arch. So this would be a standard wheel arch for a car. So this started off as a flat piece. What we've done is we've tipped the edge over, so we've got the return. We've put this swage in here. This is all done by hand, by the way. This is not done by bead rollers or anything like that. We've tipped this edge over, and then what we've done is we've rounded this. And what we've messed with is, if you look at this side, it's got a curve on, and if you look at this side, it's completely straight. So it's to learn all the different ways that the English wheel works by stretching and shrinking the material to get the shape you require, which in essence is what the goal is with this car. As I've said, I do not want the body panels to be in fiberglass. If I can get away with it and I can make them out of metal, that is what we're going to do. As I said in the beginning of this video is, I hate fiberglass. Fiberglass cracks, it gets tatty, it never ages well. Even to the point of the little clip you will have seen where the original Audi Quattro's got the crack in the roof, that would destroy my OCD and I wouldn't want to use the car. So if I can learn the skills to shape the metal, make the panels, make it all out of, 1.2 mil steel, I can weld it to the body. It's going to be solid, it isn't going to age, and it isn't going to crack. So that's the reason why we're going to make the full Audi body out of sheet steel. So I'm going to start this one off. We've had a good day with Danny at DG Retro Customs. We've learned what we needed to learn. It's now time to jump on the Audi and start the bodywork. So it's going to be some exciting times. Can't thank you enough, pal. We'll sign this one off and I'll see you on the next video.